Okay, good morning everyone. Lindsay Dev. I haven't made a video in a few days. What day is it? Wednesday, June 28th. So, day's just getting kicked off. What are we looking at? So according to the 610, we have a strong move to the upside. The 1597 is just moving over to the upside. It's got a lot of distance back to this EMA, which may pull back to it. The 4181, the EMA is really pushing up hard to move to the upside. MACDs are miles above the zero line. So I guess we're just looking to see if this is trying to shift the momentum back up, for a move up for the day. Just gonna kind of wait and see. It's been really erratic lately. I mean, if we look at a higher time frame, even the 10-9-46, you can see this is over, the last 20 days or so. It's just been up and down and up and down and up and down. It's just hasn't been really pretty. It has given us lots of moves that we can work with, but the last, 20 days just have been hanging out and trying to decide if we're going to keep moving this market to the upside or if it is going to shift down. Looking for... Okay, if I was expecting this to push back up here, I would have to be looking very closely at this area for a push back down, because it's pulled up here and it's pushed down with some strength. We've got some divergence happening. It's pushing the market down. So just not quite anything to be done at the moment. Maybe make a bit of a head and shoulders here. It's these MACDs that have me thinking about the short trade right here. I know it's right into the zero line. You have to be really careful with this. Alright. I think I was maybe a little too early. Just getting a little excited. Let's try this one more time. I've got this new mouse and it's killing me, guys. It's one that you don't move and you just roll around with your thumb. And it got me into a tick lower than I really wanted to be in, which would have been the same price here. So I exit just a little early. I entered early. I exited early. I feel like this one was more on point. I could have maybe grabbed a tick sooner, but it's all right. And it's the MACDs here that really said, okay, this isn't pushing up right now. I'm watching right here very carefully. I don't want that to push higher. The MACDs here could easily roll, but you can see what's happened. It's popped up higher, and then it pulled back. So I'm really anticipating this to give me a head and shoulders, and at least give me a good push to the downside. In these MACDs, watch, there we go. So I was in just a little bit early. I'm sorry, I could have stayed into that one. Pushing down with strength here. I'm watching this. Yeah, moved it in a little tight, a little quickly. Let's let this double bar possibly happen, and then I'll move it back down. I'm watching this really carefully. Maybe 2 ticks there. There we go. Like the way the MACDs are rolling down on the 610. Not continuing to roll down here just now. Okay, so this one gave me clear indication to get it out here. Yeah, with this little bar, just hold off just a little bit. And so let's see what's next for me. Looks like the longs may try and push to the upside after all. I mean, it did give a little bit of head and shoulders here. Just kind of still at the wait and see. When I say that, it's because a lot of my charts are disagreeing. This one says up with some weakness. We're getting back below the zero line. This one does stay to the upside, but we're making lower MACDs. And I say just at first glance, it says to the upside, above the zero line, above everything. But we've come into an area that's given a good push off. This one here says that we're trying to push this to the upside, but it's not following through. It's pushed up and it kind of like choked and came back down, and so it's going to have some work to do here. Put a buy here because the wave of this is pushing up and it's just hanging out at support, but no. Alright. So it's going to keep pushing down. I never wanted to hold. I would not have held through this pullback to a break even. So I'm good with 3 ticks. So I lost 3 ticks, gained 3 ticks. I'm going to turn these off so they don't just kind of influence me, I guess you can say, when I see them there. MACDs are really pushing down. Not pushing down with a ton of strength. I like to see the angle that we see here. They are definitely pushing down. Oh, I hate when I forget to hit record, but here we go. It pulled back. MACD's leaning a little bit higher, just barely rolled below the zero line. EMA is still open to up and well above the zero line here. Gives me an opportunity. I'm going to keep an eye on this. I'd like to see it break up past here, but it really has been a hold-up spot. So let's really watch what's happening. Pushing up. I got the zero line as an issue right here. This is where I want to be aware. Really want to move this to a break even, but it's too soon. It can really come pull right back in here and then push up. So there we go, move it up just a little bit more. I like the way these are rolling up here. I'm being really cautious of this zero line. It's not really pushing through it. The MACDs are just starting to roll here. I am going to go beyond this area, but I'm not going to... I'm going to watch what happens right here. It's right there. It seems to be slowing down just a little bit, but let's watch this. These are still strong up on the 610. Just hitting that zero line on the 1597. Right into that area on the 1597. MACDs are pushing up with some strength there. All right, come on, take me out. There we go. This may keep going up, but I'm good with taking the exit right at this area. I did move my target off because it was looking like it could, but I have to remember that this area has held it up a couple times. MACDs haven't made a strong push up here. I am looking at the 10946, the highest time frame, the HTF. Those MACDs are in favor of this continuing up. And there it goes, but it's all right. 2 points is good still. Well, there we go. This on so we can see. And right now, I was at a break even here, so I'm at a 2 points for here, or 4 points for the day so far. All right. Oh, I moved the wrong one. Whoops. Well, there we go. That area should be broken through. Just let myself get a little scared out. I guess probably from just left over a little bit of emotion from right here. Beautiful. So was it 2850, 2875? Yeah, there's another 2 points. All right. I'll turn this one on just so you can see that. I was kind of laughing at myself looking at the bars. Closing at the top, as they were right here. It was just the area, and that's absolutely fine. You can't fault anybody for getting out once it's held up. That gives a good possibility for the head and shoulders to the downside. The MACDs weren't giving a strong push-up just yet here. Possibly going to see some divergence here on the 4181. Definitely have some divergence now. About to start kicking on the 4181. But not a huge deal when it's just shifted the momentum back to the upside. Or working to shift the momentum to the upside on the 4181. It's funny, you know, you see something like this and you go, okay, well, I had my target up here, so it could have, you know, continued, but, yeah. Okay, I'm going to pause this for a while. I may take another trade later, I may not. I have some phone calls I need to make, and so we'll see how it goes. Okay, and with the consistent push-up, I thought I'd give this another shot. Yes, the MACDs are leading down with a bit of strength on a 1597, so I have to be very, very aware of that. This new mouse is killing me. It hasn't quite pushed down yet on the 610, so that's where I'm giving the faith in this, and also this is a very weak push down so far on the 4181 compared to the moves that we've seen. We've got a lot of strength up in the EMAs, so this says that this has a really great opportunity to continue up. We're above the zero line here. We're 90 miles above the zero line here. It just has a lot working for it to go up. What I'd like to see while this is moving, this is where we've got a match up here. That's a lot of faith, right? A lot of strength popping off of this area on the 610. 1597 hasn't quite caught up with that strength. I'd like to see it keep going. Of course, because I said that I'm looking for a long trade. I'd love to see it keep going. Oops. Oh, this mouse is killing me. Ticks. Pushing up, even though that one pulled down. This one right here is not making me feel very warm and fuzzy. This is going to have to push up right here. Here, once that pushes up. If it does. This is making it a little tough to believe right here. MACD's leading lower as this is pushed up. Or puts you right behind here. If I do my 5 ticks, it puts me way down here. And it just feels like a big risk to have on this. So I'm going 1 tick behind the area. The MACDs have pushed down here, but not with a ton of strength. Is it going to pick up the strength? I don't know. This is still the right area to be. What I'd like to do is exit this trade here in just a moment if it pushes down, and then re-enter if it gives me another opportunity, because it's starting to feel like it could push a little lower, but really this is the spot. I'm not a huge fan of this right here, but it's not a lot of strength down, and neither is this. Pushes higher than that, I'll move my stop right here. If it pushes higher than that, let's watch that MACD pop up. So one of the things that kept me in, that has kept me in this trade is the fact that, yes, the MACDs moved to the downside, and these closes were at the bottom, but it's such a weak move down, and the MACDs haven't even come down and equal that previous pivot point yet. Could it happen? Absolutely. It looks like other people have the same idea as I do here, that it should be pushing up higher, which means that we're going to move the market in that direction if enough people have that same inclination. I'd like to see this go all the way up here, but I'm going to be really aware when it comes to this area that's held up several times. Just kind of right in this area. Sorry, right in this area. Just all in this area right here, holding up here. And I haven't moved past this area, so I'm a little too quick to move my stop up. I really need to push past this area before I can move it up beyond there. And it needs to be one tick behind here to be in the proper spot. Ooh. Starting to push down hard. Makes you a little nervous. Pushing down hard here. Let's roll off that 0 line and go right back up. What I'm not digging is the no push up here with all of this. Or here at all. But we've seen this happen before. It just kind of hangs out. It pulls down a little bit more and then goes up. So hopefully it doesn't pull down and stop me out and then go up. That's where I really want my stop to be. I just want it to be 2 ticks behind here, which would be 3 ticks in risk. But it's too early. There we go. Break even on that one. If it pulls down and goes up, I'll be prepared for it. I actually didn't mean to stop it there. I meant to hold it for a moment, but it took me out, so I'll take that as a sign. Okay, we're going to give this one more chance. As you can see, I accidentally moved my stop up a little too quick. I have this new mouse and it's driving me insane, so I may have to go back to the old one. It's just learning to use my thumb and not moving things around too much. I'm still anticipating it to move up here. This mouse. Wish my finger hadn't been trigger happy and taken me out of that one, but that's all right. Let's break even. There we go. Just counting it there a little bit. Here's this mouse. I'm going to have to practice with it without have to practice with it after hours, because this mouse is killing me, guys. Alright, let's go past this area. Move my wrist in just a little bit. Not doing a super hard push up on my higher time frames. It's starting to on my lower. Be prepared for this one. Right back up. There we go. Alright, I'm starting to lose all patience with this problem with this type of thing. When you lose patience, you lose focus, you lose concentration. I have my finger hovering over a close button. Alright. We got 422 ticks left on this 610. Keeps going to a 0. I am struggling to stay in this, guys. Ugh. I'm really struggling. You see it, so you hear my I want to take this out because I feel like it should, but at the same time I feel like it shouldn't. I mean, really nothing's changed since I entered the trade. The only thing that changed was one strong bar pushing down, or one strong MACD pushing down. Everything has been the same otherwise. And when you have to tell yourself what's changed, why am I in, has anything changed from why I entered this trade? Nothing's changed, really. Everything's exactly the same to where this one was up here. Yeah, that one little push down the 610 I'm letting run me. This is taking forever, which can really change your mind a whole lot of times. Like, oh, it's going up. Oh, it's going down. Oh, it's going up. Push up finally. I like the way that this is kind of starting to push up just a hair. Oh, it looks like even more than a hair there. Yeah, we're good. It's got 610 ticks left. Or, I'm sorry, 535. Alright. Oh, that was tough to wade through. So far, still got some work to do to push up. There we go. Through the first one. There'll be no reason to lose a penny on here. It's a struggle for me to wait for these big areas like this. I mean, I'm sure it is for everybody, but in here for a moment. Area that's held up for so long. Watch it push through here and up. If not, then we'll go ahead and take the exit. Oh my lord. Cut it on your hair. You need to take some of that off your face. You know, go in the bathroom and get some of it off their face and rub it on your neck. My son is ready for the pool, covered in sunscreen. I mean, like a mask of sunscreen. Yes, he looks like the Joker. That's a good way to put it. Okay, I need to get your back, baby.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Let me take this out in just a moment. Let's see if this is gonna push up. Just lifted at the 2-point mark. I'm not gonna lose any more than 2 points. I'm not gonna take any less than 2 points. Is what I meant to say. If it doesn't push past here with this bar, there we go. It's really struggling to go up there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take this out. A little too not paying attention right now. So, all right, so that's 2 more trades, which there's a reversal bar here. There's one here. There's one here. And there's actually one forming on the higher time frame. This may push up to the area. I'm going to let it run for a minute while I help sunscreen the baby.
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen the sun. Let me see that. Okay, you still have sunscreen in your eyes. Is Duchess up in your room?
No.
Is she outside still? Oh, I could have held this trade, but that's okay. Let's make sure. You have cheese on your arm. You have cheese on your arm. Okay, I'm going to get the bottom part of your back. What about your legs?
I got this.
Did you?
Yes.
Did you get the backs?
Yes.
I don't see your calves done, baby.
It's slippery, believe me. If I get sunburned, then whoops.
Okay, what time are you heading down there?
Like,
My pool rat.
right about,
Look, crack.
right about now.
Well, come here. I'm not done. Turn around.
Something good.
Okay.
78.
Hey, I love you.
I love you.
Have a wonderful
I'm
time.
your little pool rat.
My little pool rat.
She raised me well.
Can you close those, please?
Huh?
Nothing.
She raised me well.
I raised you well.
Yes.
I'm glad to. Hey, give me a kiss. And next couple days, you leave for camp, and then after that, you can come sit and trade with me.
Yay! There would be 2 camps in a row. Trading camp.
Trading camp. All right, love you. Have fun. Okay, guys. That is going to wrap up my day. That was a little bit more difficult than usual for me. I don't think I got out at my best spot here. Using this mouse has been a treat, I guess you could say. So what does that put me at for today? So let's do my... Gotta break even with that one, that first one. Never had that happen before. Let me see something. There we go. Strange. Oh well. So that is that for the day. Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades. 1 loss. 1 break even. 4 wins. There we go. All right. And we're going to call that a day. I'd love to see if this goes up to where I'd like it to, but hey, you know, I am good with today. You know, what really happened here, I'm using this new mouse, guys, and I've said it a bunch of times, but it's something that I'm not used to using, and so I'm not as, what's the word I want to use? It's not as precise with my movements, just because I'm a little, you know, fumbly bumbly. All right. That's going to wrap it up. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see y'all soon.